Stay with your knees hip distance apart. Turn to the back and make sure that your toes are curled underneath you and your heels are in one line with your knees on both sides. Then bring your hands directly under your shoulders. Spread your fingers with the middle fingers pointing forward. And make sure that you're not just resting on the mat, but try to push that mat away from you. And that feeling of pushing the mat will help you to engage the core a little bit more. Relax the shoulders. And then feel like you have a really long tail that you could drop between your knees and start curling your tail. You're stretching your lower back. We have those 5 bones in that lower back. Then you're stretching your middle back, all those ribs, rounding up, and relax your head and look down towards your belly. Try to pull that pubic bone all the way towards your nose. And then let's roll the other way. Reach with your tail to the back. Start lifting your head. And you stretch your body away from those two ends. Reach with your tail to the back and the crown of the head forward, and then open up your chest a little bit more. Make sure that you're not collapsing in your back, so it's a nice controlled movement. And you push the floor away, drop the tail down, and do it on the inhalation. So you really want to open up the back of your pelvis, look down towards your belly, lift your spine higher than your back, and then deep exhalation as you're reaching with your tail to the back, open up your chest. We want to exhale here, and we want those lower abs to support the lower back. So we're not collapsing, we're not letting it go. And then inhale to stretch. Expand your rib cage. And then exhale forward. Find a rhythm that feels good for your body. Feel like your neck stays nice and long, and each repetition is like evolution of the movement, and you can go a little bit deeper into your shapes. You could imagine that your spine is like a slinky, and you're opening all those rings in the back, and you're opening all those rings in the front. Let's do 2 more of those. Round the spine, just feel your spine moving, feel your back moving into all those shapes, a rounded spine, straight back, and an extension. And then let's do it one more time. Push the floor away from you. Lift your abdominal wall all the way up. Reach with your tail to the back. Your heart is reaching forward. And then release. Great job. Lie down on your back. Stay with your feet hip distance apart. And just imagine that your spine is like a Dynaband, and just stretch it along the mat. And what I mean by that, I want you to reach with your pelvis, with your tail all the way towards your heels, and with the crown of the head all the way to the outer part of the room. Now relax your shoulders and then hug your legs closer to your body. Bring your hands behind your thighs and then stretch your legs all the way up towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders, but on the exhalation, use your arms to help you to curl your spine all the way up and lift down towards your belly. Keep your pelvis nice and heavy on the mat, and now reach with both hands towards your right leg and reach with those hands as high as you can. The other leg will lower and reach away. Imagine that I'm pulling that leg away from you. You're going to pull that right leg in close to your body, pull it a little bit closer, and then scissor your legs around, and then pull the other leg. Pull it in, pull it closer, and then switch. Exhale on one leg, and then inhale on the other. Powerful exhalation. You're pulling it in and then pull it closer. So it's not really a pulsation. You just want to pull close and pull it closer. Try to bend your elbows to the sides of the room and keep looking down towards your belly. Pull in, pull it closer, and you reach, up, and you pull, up, and you pull it closer. Let's go for 3 more with the right and 3 more with the left. Last 2 with the right and 2 with the left. 1 more with your right, 1 more with the left, and then hug both legs closer to your body and relax your head and shoulders down on the mat. Good job. Lie down on the mat. Stay with your feet hip distance apart. Relax your head and shoulders and feel like you could keep your shoulders away from your ears. So just lengthen your neck. And then have a sensation of your spine lengthening on the mat as well. Engage your core like you want to make a sandwich from the stomach in your lower back. Bring your right leg to tabletop position. Imagine that you have a glass of water on your stomach, so you're not going to shake your stomach, you're not going to shake your core, and just bring the left leg to tabletop position as well. Then slide your hands underneath your head, relax your shoulders, On the exhalation, lift your chest all the way up and look down towards your belly. Don't spill your water. And you're going to straighten your right leg away from you. And then pull that right leg all the way in. And then straighten the left leg away from your body. And then pull it all the way in. So your legs are moving in the space, but there is no movement in your abs. So keep it nice and still. And let's add the rotation. So as you're straightening your right leg away from you, bring your right elbow towards that left knee. Stretch, look towards your left elbow behind you, and then switch. Left elbow reaches towards that right knee, and that right elbow is reaching behind you. And we'll switch. Let's go for 10 of those each direction. Breathe out to rotate. See if your chest could lift a little bit higher. And then switch. And then 9 to the left. You reach and then switch. Think about that glass of water on your belly button. You're not going to spill it. Last 8. And then switch. Powerful exhalation. And then 7. So what we don't want to do, we don't want to rock the body side to side. You want to keep it nice and still. Last 6. And then rotate. And then 5. Powerful exhalation. Last 4. And then switch. Last 3. And then lengthen. 2 more. And then switch. 1 more. And then switch. And then hug the legs. And relax all the way down. Great job.